daisies! So today you are going to be earning your Clover petal. Here she is. Your Clover petal stands for using resources wisely. So today we are going to complete all 3 steps. We're going to read the story, talk about using resources wisely, and then we're going to put that into action. So I'm going to go ahead and start the story. Etta here is working on a project which we'll talk about after. Okay. Let's get nice and close. So the story is called A Visit to the Busy Buzzy Bees. The sun had just appeared in the sky when the flower friends woke up and got ready for another fun day. Chatting and laughing, they each helped wash Lupe's petal-powered car. "I love it when the car looks all shiny and clean in the sun," Zinni said. "And Clover's idea to collect rainwater in pails means we don't waste water," Vi added. "That was smart, Clover." Clover blushed. "I'm happy anytime I can think of ways to use things wisely," she said. "Now let's go on our trip. I can't wait to give you a tour of my friend Henry's honeybee garden." Are you eating the resources? It's okay. They can be a snack and a craft.
Yeah.
That's using resources wisely. Good job.
So if you have leftover, you can still eat them.
Right. Clover hopped into the driver's seat of the car. The petal-powered car ran off flower power. Every part of the flower helped the car go. A few minutes later, the flower friends arrived at the garden. Clover and her friends headed over to a patch of beehives. Swarms of black and yellow honeybees flew around them. "The honeybees live in hives," Clover explained. "But they love to fly around outside, too." "How do bees make honey?" Zinni asked. "First, bees gather nectar from plants and flowers," Clover told them. "Then they store it in a honeycomb to make honey." One of the honeybees flew by. "We love buzzing around the flowers," she said, "and we like turning flower nectar into something sweet to eat." Yeah. Just then, Clover's friend Henry flew over, carrying several jars. "Hi, Clover," Henry said. "I have a surprise for you. Since you always help me take such good care of the garden, here is some honey for you and your friends." "Thanks, Henry," Clover said. What should we do with our honey?" Zinni asked Clover. Clover thought for a moment. "I know," she replied. "Let's throw a tea party when we get back." Back at the garden, Clover called the other flower friends over. "Hey, everyone," Clover called out. "We brought some honey back from the beekeeper's garden. We can use the honey in our tea, and we can make a honey dip using our leftover yogurt and apples," she added. "That's a great idea," Gloria said. "It's smart to use our leftover food instead of throwing it away, and the dip will be tasty too." "Thanks for taking us to visit the beekeeper's garden, Clover," Vi said. "I'm glad you had fun," Clover said. A few bees flew past their table. They were flying to the daisy flower garden. "And thank you for making our honey," Clover called to them. The end. Very nice. Here's our Girl Scout. She's coming back. She's having her snack. So she's using her resources wisely. She has her leftover Cheerios from her craft here. And she's eating them, right? Are they good?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay, so we read our story. Now we're going to talk about our story. So we're going to have a few questions here. So you can have a parent help you jot down your answers on your worksheet. We're going to chat about it here. You can use our answers for some guidance. Where are you going? Come here.
I'm thirsty.
You got to answer the questions.
Oh,
Come here.
right.
All right. Here's Etta. So let's see what Etta has to say. So question number 1. How did Clover use resources wisely?
From using the leftover stuff she had.
From using the leftover stuff that they had for the dip and all that and the apples? Good job. Yep, that's correct. That is one way that she used the resources wisely. So what do you think would have happened to the leftover yogurt and apples if Clover hadn't suggested making a dip? What do you think would have happened?
Throw it away.
They probably would have got thrown away, huh? And then that would have been a waste, huh? Very good. Okay. So when have you been resourceful?
Like from today with lunch, and we were using the leftover enchilada cups from our dinner for lunch.
Right. So you had leftovers from dinner last night for lunch, right?
Mm-hmm. So we didn't waste it.
So we didn't waste it, right? And you used what you had to make lunch. And can you think of any other ways to be resourceful?
You could have like a plastic water bottle or something and turn it. You could have like a plastic water bottle or carton, and if there was empty, you could turn it into a bird feeder.
That's true. That's a good one. Good job. Wow. I like your idea. Very nice, Girl Scout. So I want you to go ahead and think about how a time when you've been resourceful, and can you think what are other ways that you can think of to be resourceful? So that is our second part of our badge. The third part is to actually practice being resourceful. So we have a couple things here. Etta did one craft. So we had some extra cereal laying around that was about to go bad. It was getting stale, but obviously she still likes it.
Mom, it wasn't.
But okay. But so we put them on a little pipe cleaner here, and we're gonna loop it around, and then we're gonna tie it in the tree, and it turns into, what does it turn into?
A bird feeder.
A bird feeder. Wonderful. So we have one more thing that we're gonna show you. Etta wants to show you. So we're gonna actually take you outside to our garden, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. So we're gonna take you outside. Let's go. All right, so we're out in our garden now. Etta has some eggshells here. So we used the eggs and we saved the shells. And what did we do with the shells?
We put them around our garden so the snails don't come.
What's the step one though? Take a shell. And what do you do with it?
You put it around.
You
crack it. Mom,
crunch
there's
it up.
on your hand.
It's okay. Crunch it up. So let's see. Go ahead. So we let these dry out for a little bit. So they're all nice and dry. And then you crinkle them up. And we're going to put them in our garden because why?
Because then the snails and all the bugs won't come for all the fruit and vegetables.
Right. The snails don't like the eggshells. So hopefully they won't go over the eggshells in our garden because they've been eating our lettuce. So let's see. I'm going to see. Etta, you want to go ahead and spread them out there?
Mm-hmm.
Here, put them down.
Ready? And steady. Mom, look it.
Yeah. Put them around the edges.
I know, I'm doing like both sides.
Don't put them in the middle there. No.
Oh.
Around the edges. Put them around the edges.
Like here?
Oh. Around.
Oh. Like around the border?
Mm-hmm. All right, so Etta is spreading those out. So you can do the same thing here, like we're doing eggshells. We can use some old cereal to make a bird feeder. Yikes, that was a big bee. You can also take like a water bottle and like poke holes in the top, and you can use that as a, what do you call it?
A bird feeder?
No, I can't think of the word.
No, wait, what did you
I
say?
can't, just, you take a water bottle and poke holes in the top, and it's like a, what is it?
A birdhouse?
No, I can't think of the word. A watering can kind of thing. So you can use it to, yeah, you can use it to water the garden. So, or you can use like a milk jug and use that for a water bottle. I mean, a watering can. So there's all kinds of stuff you can do. You can use cardboard to make a book. So I want you to come up with something that you want to make to use your resources wisely, just to reuse a material that you have at home. So go ahead and do that. Like leftover fabric, Etta says you can sew things with. So we've done that a couple times too this week. So let me know. I'm excited to know what you come up with. Go ahead and post some pictures in the group or text me some pictures because I really want to see what you have to do. Okay. All right, daisies. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you enjoyed earning your petal. See you next time.